few weeks ago, we looked into a Homeworld Remastered mod that changed all of the space units to those seen in Star Wars. That mod being Star Wars Warlords. We looked into the Empire faction first and saw a lot of the units actually looking really impressive. The Imperial Super Star Destroyer being the one to absolutely steal the show. Soon after, we looked at what the New Republic had to offer, and honestly, it wasn't that fantastic. Today, we'll be checking out ships from the Clone Wars era to see if that trend can change for the better. But before we get into it, guys, my question of the day is, what is your favourite ship from the Clone Wars era? I know a lot of you like the Venator Star Destroyer, but for me, it's got to be the Acclamator one. It's definitely helped me win a lot of my past Empire War Fall of the Republic skirmish matches. But with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Alrighty guys, right, I'm going to go through these pretty quickly because we've got two factions to go through. Here I'm going to be showing you the Galactic Republic. And just going through the fighters with the Z9 5 Headhunter. We'll build one of those, and the LAT gunship. Let's get some of those in. And what else do we have here? Invincible light cruiser. What else would be interesting to show? We have, oh, of course, the Arkson's light cruiser. We definitely want to see one of those. Hopefully that model will be pretty good to look at. Dreadnought heavy cruiser. Capitals, the classic Acclamator 1 and 2. The Venator Star Destroyer, of course. And then the Sector Cruiser. Perfect, get that one as well. Yeah, okay. Wow, alright. All of these coming in already. Lining up for us. So let's have a quick look. I also noticed that is there no flagships? Oh, did I just completely miss these? Oh, no. That was the flagships. But we did miss some of these. Oh my god, we missed the Mandator. Okay, we're going to have to go through these at some point. The Jedi Cruiser and the Pride of the Core. Wow, can't believe I missed those. But yeah, with that out of the way, all the UI, whilst they all get in line, let's have a quick look at the so it's been a while since I've launched Homeworld, so I'm still trying to get used to the control scheme again. It's been a while, so there you go. You got your Z95 Headhunters. They're not the same model as the X-Wing, obviously, but I would have thought maybe, considering that the last video we did, they may have cheaped out, but no, they haven't. There's the fighters. Not looking too bad, honestly. I always think the fighter models here always tend, for this mod, always tend to be probably like the first thing they worked on, and thus looks the best. I don't know. That's just a little theory of mine. I'm not sure, but moving on to the next ones, we have the LAT gunships, most commonly known for like ground units in Thrawn's Revenge. When I was doing the SSD Rampage campaign, these definitely gave me a bit of a headache sometimes. But yeah, interesting to see them in the sky, or in space rather. Nice models though. Actually, not bad models at all. Wait, let's see. Can I zoom in any more? No, I can't. What if I do? Oh, God. I just wanted to see what was... Oh, okay, it's just a reflective map. I thought it was like translucent. You could actually look inside, but you can't. Well, that's a view. Next, we have the Invincible Light Cruiser, or the is that? Yeah. So the LAC. This is a ship that I voiced in Fall of the Republic. Little Charlie ship, a very good anti-fire, pretty cost-effective too, compared to the Corvette, the Corellian Corvette. And wait, did I highlight a hard point here? Or am I going mad? I swear I highlighted a hard point. Never mind. Yeah, textures on this model definitely feel a bit outdated, but the 3D model itself looks pretty good, I've got to say. Like, the textures just definitely feel like, you know, a bit stretched, but honestly, actually, the model isn't too bad, you know? Like, for when you're playing from this far away, it doesn't really matter. You're not going to exactly play this super zoomed in. But yeah, no, not a bad 3D model. And, honored to voice such a ship again. If if you haven't played Fall of the Republic, which is a Clone Wars mod for Empire at War, definitely go and check that out. Corey and the team worked really hard on it, and it was a pleasure to be a voice on that game. And here with the Artisans, we're already getting hard points here. So this is actually interesting because you don't get hard points show on an Artisans in Empire at War. I can't account for every single mod that has it in there, but for Fall of the Republic and Thrawn's Revenge, they do not have hard points. But here you can, you're highlighting the heavy laser, heavy turbo laser, another heavy laser, a lot of firepower on small ships like these, which is a bit of a headache, I will say, but to go against in Fall of the Republic, as of recording, of course. But you got the bridge, shield projectile, hyperdrive, and engines. Yeah, not a bad ship. Textures are pretty good as well. I gotta say this. Like I will say the I don't know what you. Oh blimey, that doesn't look healthy. I don't know about you, but like the model in Fall of the Republic is beautiful. Like the ship for that size looks fantastic. This one does look brilliant for the mod, but not as good as the one in Fall of the Republic, I will say. But yeah, there's a lot of details to this. I actually am really impressed by this model. So weird, when you compare to like a model like this to like a model like the LAC. I mean, like the LAC model looks good, but it's the texturing that kind of puts it off. Yeah, this looks great. By the way, the LAC in Fall of the Republic looks fantastic as well. It really does. Okay, he straightened himself out this time, which is good. And now we got the heavy Dreadnought. Oh, look at the hard points on this one. Okay, yeah, he's already floating away. You see the little hangar in the back there. Can you chill? I don't know why he's floating all over the place like this. You got your turbo lasers, and you got your sensors, fire control, heavy turbo lasers, and turbo lasers literally wrapped around the thing. Tons of hard points here. Wow. Just to emphasize just how much damage this thing has. Like it's a powerhouse, and this mod definitely makes that clear. I like the model as well. Like the models for this faction are pretty good. I don't know if it's that the mod creator created these models himself or ripped them from somewhere, but they don't. The models look pretty good. The texturing here is a bit, like I said with the LAC, not perfect. It's the same texture that's used on the LAC, which is why you can sometimes see some stretched textures across some part of the model, because it wasn't really specifically or made bespoke for that model. But here it definitely, the texture definitely suits better for this ship. But I don't know. I don't know. For me, I'm just not a big fan like the dirty, gritty look. Although I guess that would make a bit more sense. But again, when you zoom out like that, it really doesn't matter. Oops, not that too zoomed in though.
Copy.
And of course, the Acclamator 1 cruiser, very popular ship in Fall of the Republic, and other Clone Wars mods in Empire at War, like Republic at War and so forth. Really good model. I not really much to add on that, but Acclamator is pretty poignant. Ship pretty important. Man, you're ruining my show, man. You need to get out of the camera view. But and I like how the engines turn on when they move. I mention this in every other single video, but when they're not moving and the engines aren't on, it does look a bit odd. Like it's just a floating 3D model in space. But yeah, no, not too bad on the engine lighting there. And then you got the Acclamated 2 Star Frigate. This is actually really interesting because it uses a completely different, not exactly like color, because you might look at it from this angle and be like, oh, they've just used a darker texture. It's actually reflective. So it's like in the shaders, they've made it a reflective metal, which gives it a different color, different shade of color depending on the angle that you look at. And that's really interesting. I really wish the mod utilized this a lot more, because like I don't know what type of shaders, like GLSL shaders or anything. I could probably be very wrong there, but like I wish like this mod would utilize reflective light diffusion shaders like this on more ships, because this game can support that, and I think in some like Empire War mods they can't, because of how old the game is. Again, it's all just theories. I may be wrong on that, but they should. I wish like the mod actually utilized this a bit more, just to make the ships feel a bit more real. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I feel like that, you know, wouldn't look half bad, and even on the underside looks very different, which I think is very interesting, because I mean, I never really checked properly myself, but it was kind of hard to tell the difference between like an Acclimator 1 and Acclimator 2 in some Empire War mods. But again, like that's just me not checking out the ships one by one, you know. So, but I know this guy wants to be checked out, but first we gotta look at the Jedi Venator Star Destroyer, a specialized ship. Actually, while we're here, this is the normal Venator Star Destroyer. I don't think there's any difference. The flagships in this mod, the flagships and the non-flagship versions, like hero versions, sorry, have no differences. So like the Chimera or I forget the one, the destroyer from for Vader. Those aren't any different from, I think, the Imperial 1. I think even they use the same model for Imperial 2 in this mod as well. So that's my guess anyway. But yeah, interesting textures for a Venator, I have to say. I'm actually just going to focus on this one because this guy's definitely in the way. Yeah, again, it's this gritty look when in like... one thing I love in Fall of the Republic is that your faction color is represented on the hull and the sides of the ship in this painted line across the ship itself, which I think looks great. And here they don't. It is just like a grey and white, and it's a very dirty Venator. Like, it's very gritty and almost like it's been rusted. Not a big fan of the look, if I'm honest. If you had to put a gun in my head and tell me if I liked it or not, I don't. I do like the Venator. Not my favorite Clone Wars ship, that's for sure. That actually goes to the Acclimator, I would say. The Acclimator 1. But I do like the Venator nonetheless. It is a very, very, very pretty ship. And here you've got your heavy turbo lasers across the side here. Very interesting. The model's good. It's just the textures that really put me off. I wouldn't even be able to tell you if this was the same model in Fall of the Republic. I just couldn't tell you because both of them look good. It's just the textures here I feel kind of like lets it down a little bit. But before we go, let's check out this last guy. Can I move you somewhere so you can stop like rotating all over the place? Alrighty, now coming up to, and I hope I haven't said this wrong, but the Procurator Star Cruiser. If I've said that wrong, I'm really sorry. I don't mean to get these names wrong, but here the hard points are really detailed here, and actually the model looks pretty good. I'm not sure about some of these textures here. They definitely do feel a little flat and a bit misjointed here and there. Engines look good, but it's just a fact of like there's nothing going on with the engines, you know, no lighting or anything. Yeah, the textures, you know, hit and miss here, but I really like how you can highlight every single hard point here. All three heavy turbo lasers across the sides of the left and right hull, as well as the super heavy turbo lasers right on the ends. Man, that's really cool. And then and again, you've got like highlighted heavy turbo lasers one after another. They don't actually, yeah, they kind of that kind of works. Yeah, I like that. That doesn't look like they're just floating in midair or anything. Yeah, it definitely feels like ships like these get the most attention because obviously they're bigger. They're going to need a bit more detail so they don't look awful from even zooming out. Smaller ships can get away with that because, you know, all the details in a cramped space. But yeah, look at that. And even the shield generators, like a lot of shield generators, 6 of them here. Looking really good. Yeah, a lot of detail in this model. A lot of detail for sure. Even on the bridge and everything. Like, look at that, the sensors. Yeah, no, this looks great. Hundreds Like, so many hard points here. This thing must be an absolute beast. Look at it. Crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, now that is a beautiful ship. I've got to come back out and in again, I think, to just even be able to see the man data. But here you can see the New Republic line that the enemy has built here. I'm actually going to go ahead and just drag all of them in so you guys can see a little bit of a fight go on whilst I prep up for the man data. The man data is going to have to come in separately. I don't know how good that model is going to be. We'll have to find out. But yeah, hopefully it won't look too bad. Let's get these guys in. It took a little while as well. Like, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the previous episode, but the AI just refused to build anything. And now I've been able to finally get them to build like a... Wait, have they just built loads of assault frigates? What's in the back here? What they built here? The Liberty. Well, they always built one Liberty and nothing else. But they do have a home one here, so... Let's see what goes on in this battle. I don't think we're going to win it. Maybe. But we'll have to just wait and see. Right, they have started fighting.
Frigate under attack.
See, this is what I mean. Like, the engine's looking... Oh, now the engines are turned off. But if I actually have him move... Look how cool the engines are when they're actually on. You may as well just keep them on at all times. I don't know if it's like a limitation on the engine itself. Like the game engine, not the engines on this model. But yeah, it just looks better. It looks like it's more alive. Also, I'm not a big fan of the textures in the back here. I don't know. But enough bashing the textures. Let's actually see how well this Star Cruiser can handle a MC Liberty. Wow, yeah, it's just wiping it away. Wait, how is it still alive? What? Is it gone or is it... Okay, now it's gone. Okay. I was like, what is going on here? This home one. Wait, why does the home one not have any shields? That's what I want to know. How does that make any sense? That's not right. And who's firing me from all over here? Oh, the two... Oh, the MC-80 Maria and the Liberty. So the Maria has shields, but the Liberty don't? Huh. Okay. And I have no idea what is going on with the Dreadnought heavy cruiser here. It's just... It's lost its mind. It really has. Okay, our Star Cruiser's coming in. Taking on the Maria and the Jedi Venator. Well, both of them almost gone. So yeah, no death animations on these ships. But let's see if the... let's have everything focus on the MC-80 home one. See if there's a... see if there... Oh, it does have shields. Now it appears. Oh. I guess when it's engaged in combat, it does. Okay, that shield regen's kind of nuts. You actually have to bypass the shields to actually do any form of damage. And there's no hard point, so I can't focus down the shield generators. Oh, there is one. It's right here. Can I focus on the shield?
Frigate lost.
Wow, I can't touch it at all. What is that shield regen? What is that? I don't get it. I can't even touch it. The only thing that's doing damage to it is like bypassing with like missiles, I think. The heavy turbo lasers certainly aren't going to get through. I guess it's the missiles then. Because that shield regen is nuts. And we had this issue with the Millennium Falcon. When we were unlike our first episode, the Millennium Falcon refused to die. And if you don't believe me, we had an Executor and the Chimera literally there, firing everything it had on it, and it was taking no damage. So yeah, I feel like this mod is good for like showcasing of like this could have been like the next step in like a new Star Wars based mod in like a space RTS. But it looks like the gameplay is definitely not there. I don't know, guys, if you want us to do like a gameplay of this, like me go against Eck or Corey or Templin Institute, if you want to see something like that, obviously like the video, but let me know in the comments down below, because if you're this far into the video and there's enough people that want to actually see that, just type, you know, question of the day, and then also, hey, I wanna see this this video, because we could probably do that. Wait, it's still firing when it's got no health. That's not allowed.
Breach in starboard fusion chamber.
Okay. Whoops, there it goes.
Standing.
Woof.
Engaging.
And there's just the fighters there. Okay, well, there you go. We did end up winning that. Which is quite a surprise. Our Star Cruiser took no damage. Half shields, though. Our Venator is taking a beating, though. But anyway, what we'll do is we'll swap out to the Mandator, quickly show you that, and then we'll wrap up the video. Alrighty, we're back, and we have the Mandator Star Dreadnaught here, and the Pride of the Core. I do believe that the Pride of the Core is just pretty much the same. Well, they are the same model in this game, so there's no point building both. But here you go, the Mandator Star Dreadnaught. This model is unfinished. It has to be. That's a very dark texture to the point. I don't know what to really say. It's certainly something. But like I mentioned, the light reflecting, very matted look on this this darker design, which I actually kind of like. Like putting the textures aside, because like this is a big ship, you would have thought there would be more detail. Because even zooming out, it doesn't look fantastic. But the light reflections here, where the light diffuses very softly. I feel like that looks good. You could do so many good things with this, with a Star Wars mod, you know. But here we've got like super heavy turbo lasers, kind of like oddly positioned on the sides of the hull here. And then you got, you know, you stand. Oh, more. Yeah. See, look, really bright, heavy turbo lasers plonked on. Don't look so good, if I'm honest. And then I'm assuming that's the engine's hard point. Yeah. Nope, that's another super heavy turbo laser. Okay, well there you go, guys. That's all the ships for the Galactic Republic, which is the one of the Clone Wars factions, shown off in the Star Wars Warlords mod for Homeworld Remastered. There you go, guys. And of course, don't forget to answer the question of the day. Definitely let me know in the comments down below for that one. And I'll try to get back to some of you as well. And if you haven't subscribed already, definitely hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Really goes a long way for us. And of course, you've been watching EcksToo. I've been Charlie, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.